Divine One! Divine One! Oh, you're asleep. I wrote this letter, but how do I mail it from here? So I just send it by carrier flamingo. You're up! So, hey, got any flamingos around here? I need to send a letter to the Sentinels.
I had so much fun today. So this is what it feels like to have family.
Veyle, there's something I'd like to ask you. How do you feel about our father? About Sombron?
Oh.
Soon we'll have to face him. Not as his children, but as his enemies. So, I had to ask.
Yes. Papa hurt so many people in the past. And now he's doing it again. He is evil. He's never shown me kindness. I'm not sure he thinks of me at all. Still, he is family. Just like you. So I can't hate him entirely.
I understand.
Sometimes I just wish I could be part of a happy family. But I know that's a silly dream. At the very least, I hope I can stop Papa before he hurts anyone else. No. I will stop him. So, that is how I feel about our father.
Thank you for telling me, Veyle. I feel the same. The time for reconciliation is long past. I will use all of my power to stop Sombron, but I won't be able to do it without you.
Don't worry. You and me and the rest of our friends, we'll stop him together.
Okay. Let's do this, Veyle. Then, when it's all over, our future can truly begin.
Yes. For our future.
I need to apologize, Divine One.
Huh? What for? You haven't done anything wrong, Gregory.
But I have to come clean. Up until this point, well, I haven't fully trusted you. I just wasn't certain if you were someone I could consider an ally, you know?
Oh, is that so?
I was grateful when you invited me to this world. Even though I couldn't figure out why, you welcomed me without question. I didn't know if I could believe someone like that. I was afraid of being betrayed. So I wasn't able to lower my guard around you.
You say it as though that is in the past. Are you able to trust me now?
Yes. I've learned so much from fighting beside you. And I know now that your heart is true. You're different from the divine dragon of my world. But in many ways, very similar. You think of others before yourself, even though that kindness often gets you into trouble. You strive for a better future. You're honest. I can't imagine someone like that betraying us.
I'd never betray you.
Honestly, I'm kind of ashamed to admit all this. So we can move forward, I want you to hit me once. Twice. No, as many times as you want.
What? No, I could never hurt you. I know how much you hate pain. Besides, it's only natural to be hesitant when meeting someone new.
But still...
Fine. If you can't come to terms with it, here, take this.
What? What was that? That wasn't a punch. You just flicked my forehead.
And that's all you get. Consider that your punishment. We'll never speak of this again.
Actually, that's almost a nice sort of pain. I don't mind it. Thanks, Divine One. From now on, my strength is yours. More so than ever before.
Hello, Divine One. I have something for you.
Are these crafting tools?
Yep. You said you wanted to learn crafting, and you can't practice without a set of your own.
Thank you for these.
I should be thanking you, really. I've been down on myself for a long time. You helped me shake some of that off. Your kind words about my crafting skills made me feel more confident in myself.
Good. You really are amazing, Lapis. I watched you make that weighted pack like it was nothing. I still have a lot to learn from you.
Okay. I could show you how to make a rake.
A rake? What would we use that for?
Harvesting taters.
Taters.
Yeah, I can make a rake that works on all kinds. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, Brodian yams.
Brodian yams?
Well, Brodia isn't the name, but they can grow everywhere. I even found a few near here. They're so sweet when you boil them. Now I want some. Let's get started on that rake.
Amazing. Like I said, I still have a lot to learn from you, Lapis.
Divine One, I am pleased to see that you are taking your rest where you can find it.
I had some spare time, so I thought I'd follow your advice and take it easy for a change. I only wish I had the luxury all the time.
To be so at peace that you could fall asleep at any moment. That is happiness. Many fail to appreciate it while they have it. And you work tirelessly to achieve it for others. That is why you have my respect.
Respect? Okay, where is Nel, and what have you done with her?
Do not be so taken aback. It is true, and it ought not to be such a surprise. Perhaps I have hidden it better than I thought.
Maybe a little bit.
I believe I have an answer to the question you asked me previously. In truth, I have known the answer for some time. I was merely unable to find the words.
Don't worry, I understand. Now that you have an answer, though, I'd like to hear it. Do you actually think of me as the same divine dragon you knew before?
I do not. You may have the same name and similar eyes, but you are distinct and unique. When I stand beside you, in or out of battle, I see only this. Here and now, it is you I wish to protect. And it will be your enemies I destroy.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. Thank you. That devotion goes both ways, you know. I want to protect you, too. I don't want to lose you again.
Those words are complicated for me to hear, Divine One. Nevertheless, consider them to be engraved upon my heart. Let us fight to hold on to what has become so dear to the both of us.
Time for a break, Divine One?
I'd say so. Thanks for training with me again, Madeline.
My pleasure. Really, I appreciate any chance to get my body up and moving.
Is something wrong?
Not at all. Actually, I was thinking about how glad I am to be here in your world. I'd be lying if I said I had no doubts or lingering regrets. But being here with you, I feel as if I'm becoming the knight I was meant to be.
I'm happy to hear you say that. Still, I'm sorry for asking you to leave your own world.
Please don't apologize. Since coming here, I've grown so much, and now...
A bug! Don't worry, Madeline. I'll take care of it.
No! I've got this. I can do this. I can do this. Now, shoo! Shoo!
Nice! You handled that well.
I was scared. Really scared. But not as much as last time. And that counts for something. I'm glad to be here, learning to overcome my weaknesses with allies I adore and respect. If I hadn't come to this world, I doubt I would have grown so much. That's what I meant to say earlier. In short, thank you, Divine One.
Thank you for being such a good knight. And sparring partner.
Yes, I'll always strive to excel at both.
I don't doubt it for a second. That's the most concerned I've ever seen you look, Diamant.
Oh, Divine One. I apologize. Didn't think anyone else was here.
What's that you're holding?
This is a medal my father gave me a while back. A commendation from the king.
From King Morian.
I was with our troops during an intense battle against Illusia. We found ourselves surrounded. We needed to make a quick retreat, so I took command out of sheer desperation. When we returned, Father gave me this medal. It felt like the first time he saw me as a leader, but occasionally, I wonder, was it my leadership that got us home? Or was it pure luck? Perhaps I didn't earn this.
So even the Crown Prince of Brodia suffers through moments of self-doubt.
Sorry to shatter the illusion. To protect my country's reputation, I must insist you keep this conversation private.
Of course. You saw me in a vulnerable moment with that corrupted soldier. So let's call it even. But I will say one thing. Knowing that you do have a vulnerable side makes me feel a bit closer to you. Vulnerability isn't always a bad thing.
You're a peculiar leader, Divine One.
Merrin, it's difficult to train with you staring at me like that.
Don't mind me. I'm not even here. I'm simply observing your behaviors to gather material for my book.
And how long do you plan to do that exactly?
As long as it takes. Don't you worry. I'm not going to stop until I've captured every last detail.
Oh, please, cut it out.
What? I was just...
You were just nothing. I'm not one of your critters, okay? Yes, I am a dragon. I live longer than humans and have certain unique abilities, but I also have feelings. I don't appreciate being gawked at like an animal.
Divine One, I'm so sorry. It's just that, to me, you are more than human. You're a truly divine being. I wanted to make sure future generations understood that, in hopes that they would protect you, the one and only divine dragon. But I never meant for you to feel like some kind of research specimen.
I know you didn't. It's all right.
No, it's not. Because that's exactly how I made you feel, isn't it? Forget about the book. I'll stop writing it. I'm sorry, Divine One.
Merrin, please. It's really okay. I've been thinking about how you said you are not a good person. I heartily disagree. For example, I've watched you go out of your way to help people in town.
My past actions serve as evidence that I am otherwise. I strive now only for penance. I once wished to live a humble life. I followed the fell dragon as I was taught. That path led to my becoming the enemy of many. Most notably, you.
But those days are gone.
Anything I say will be a weak excuse for my part in my own downfall. I failed to stop Lady Veyle, or the rampage of the Four Hounds. So long as I bear those sins, I am unworthy of redemption or forgiveness. My acts of kindness toward the people of this town are only a selfish attempt at atonement. Any words of praise from anyone, especially you, give me no pleasure. Only suffering.
How long do you expect your penance to last?
I do not know. I do not think my work will be done. Even after death, I am guilty of too much to hope otherwise.
Okay, that's enough sparring for today.
Thanks again for indulging me.
There really is such kindness in your eyes, even when you're fighting. It's refreshing. Anyway, thanks for the warm-up. I'm off to do some strength training.
One training session straight to another? Your stamina's amazing.
When training is all you have, you give it all you've got.
What do you mean, training is all you have?
Yeah, okay. I don't usually talk about this, but you deserve an answer. I've always been strong, even as a kid. But back in those days, I had a friend I could never beat. This friend trained hard, and I mean hard, with the goal of becoming the strongest knight ever. One day, Elusia attacked my village. My friend was killed. After that, I figured someone should honor her wish to be the strongest. Might as well be me.
I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't help but feel that isn't the only reason you train so hard, though.
What makes you say that?
That ferocity when you fight. It doesn't feel like grief to me. It feels more like vengeance.
I really should get back to training. Muscles will tighten up if I stand around too long. Thanks for letting me talk your ear off, though. I'll see you later.
Saphir! I went too far. I should apologize.
Look at these flower petals here. How strange. It's almost like Seadall's fortune said.
Under a full moon, gather petals glowing gold. Then comes true a wish so bold. The flowers you have there. I see you remembered my fortune.
But the flower petals are white, not gold.
Are they? Hold them up to the full moon.
Like this? Oh, how lovely! They're shining gold.
Those flowers only bloom on the night of a full moon. The petals appear white, but then shimmer gold when the moonlight strikes them.
They're so pretty.
Their fragrance is thought to have a soothing power as well. I'd be happy if they could ease your pain even a little, Lady Veyle.
Thank you, Seadall. You went to a lot of trouble to do this for me.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't be silly. You put together this whole beautiful act just for me, didn't you?
I assure you I had nothing to do with it. Also, a fortune teller never reveals his secrets.
Oh, please.
Now I've repaid the favor.
What favor?
Thanks to your kind gesture before, my fortune-telling skills are back and as sharp as ever.
That's wonderful. I'm very happy for you. You know, Seadall, the moon is pretty tonight, isn't it?
It is. Very. I don't think I'll ever forget how beautiful it looks tonight.
No, I don't think I will either. Under a full moon, gather petals glowing gold. Then comes true a wish so bold. My wish is to bring peace and happiness to this world. And also, I wish for your happiness too, Seadall.
Sorry, did you say something?
No, I'm sure you're just hearing the sound of flowers blooming in the night.
Your hair could use some attention, Lady Veyle. Come, let me fix it for you. Don't worry, I've been practicing.
Then I'm all right with you doing it. Thank you.
Oh, are you chilly? I'll go get a blanket before I attend to your hair.
Mage dragons have a high body temperature, right? You could warm my hands in yours.
Oh, are you sure? I don't want you to be frightened.
You're my friend. What's there to be afraid of? Tell me something. Why are you being so nice to me?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
I don't mind. This time it can be my turn to listen.
In my world, the Four Winds was started by a man named Mauvier.
Mauvier? So he was an admirable person in your world too?
Very much so. He was my hero and friend to the last. Someone I looked up to. I heard that he had a master, and that master's name was Lady Veyle.
Really?
Yes, she had the same name as you. Mauvier had sworn to protect her no matter what. But it was an oath he was unable to keep. He said she died in a trifling battle. He always regretted the fact that he couldn't protect her. That's why I was so surprised to see you in this world. To know that you're alive. If it was you he wanted to protect, then I will take on that role as your protector now. That's why I wanted so badly to attend to you.
You've been so nice, even though I've been so cold to you.
No, you're very kind. Even now, patiently listening to my story like this. Mauvier always talked about how kind his Lady Veyle was. Just like you.
I'm glad you told me that story. It's miraculous that we met here. Though our worlds are different, we're connected somehow.
I believe so. There must be some power at work bringing us together like this.
Celestia, the truth is, I do want to be friends with you. Could you maybe stay a little longer today?
I'd be delighted to. I'll stay by your side not just a little longer, but for as long as you need me.
Hello, Diamant. Tell me, is anything troubling you today?
Normally I would give you the same not today reply, but not this time. Something is troubling me.
Really? I will solve it, I promise. Just tell me what it is.
We went through town before to try and find people who needed help, remember?
Of course. We didn't find anyone, though. Not a single person.
Yes, well, I spoke with a guard who told me the townsfolk actually have a lot of problems.
But why didn't they tell us?
Everyone knows that I'm the Crown Prince, so they're afraid to approach me or speak with me.
Oh, I see.
I must find a way to let my people know that I need to hear from them. I'm just not sure how to do that.
Oh, that's easy. I know exactly what to do.
If you have an idea, I'm all ears.
Well, there's a type of food I really love. It's delicious and very exciting to eat. So, I could prepare the food, and you could host a banquet. It would be our treat to everyone.
Ah, I see. If we host an informal dinner for the town, then people might not find me so intimidating.
Exactly. Food is the perfect way to win people's hearts. I'll begin preparations immediately.
Lady Veyle, I wanted to make up for our last encounter. I brought you a gift.
A gift? Thank you, Gregory. What is it?
Well, I asked around and was told that you like spicy things, so I went into town and got you the spiciest treats I could find. Shall we try them together?
You really went to all that trouble for me?
If it's worth doing something, it's worth doing it right. Please, if something looks tasty, dig in.
He's always so kind. And yet, although I know he isn't Chris, I'm still nervous around him.
What's wrong? Do you feel awkward eating alone? All right then, I'll eat something too. This bright red sandwich thing looks pretty good.
Careful, that one looks extremely spicy.
Not as spicy as I thought. Although, wait. Oh no. Is this a delayed heat? Yeah! Hot! Hot! Yeah!
Oh no! I'll get you some water.
I'm fine. Really? Don't worry about me. Please, try one of the treats.
Are you sure? Well, if you insist, I guess I'll try the same one. Oh, wow. This is delicious. I've never had this before, but it's just spicy enough.
Seriously? This isn't too spicy for you? Wow. I'm glad I made you smile at least. There's still plenty left. Please help yourself.
You're sweating. Are you feeling okay?
That might have been a bit too spicy. Guess I'm not as tolerant to that sort of pain as you. But I'm fine. Really. I can handle.
Gregory? Gregory! What do I do? He just fell over. I'll go get some help. Just don't move. Oh, why would you push yourself like that?
Oh, you are so incredible, Lady Veyle. I'm filled with wonder every time I look at you. Your hair, your skin, the way you carry yourself. Perfect. I mean, you're a dragon, so of course.
I suppose.
I do what I can with my own appearance, but I can't come anywhere near your level of cool. As a dragon, do you have to put effort into looking good, or does it just happen naturally?
I don't think I do anything special. I don't really know much about that stuff.
You look this cool without doing anything special? Dragons are so incredible.
Merrin, I wonder, do you only find me cool because I'm a dragon?
Oh, no, Lady Veyle, not at all. I think you're cool because of who you are. I really do. But I have to ask, do you feel ashamed that you're a dragon?
Yes, of course I do. My whole life people have hated me because of it.
That's not your fault. That's their fault. They hated you without really knowing you.
But I must have some bad qualities for people to hate me that much.
Nobody is perfect. Nobody. And you can't change the fact that you're a dragon. You have to embrace who you are and what you are. You're a dragon, and that's wonderful.
Wonderful?
Exactly. Dragons are unusual and unique and wonderful. You should take pride in that.
You are very convincing. If you believe it, then maybe I can try to believe it too. Ivy, this is not...
Too late to take it back. You said you would do whatever I asked as penance.
Yes, but...
No excuses. To make amends, you must eat this spicy dish, and I expect you to clean your plate. Has fear rendered you speechless? Perhaps I was too harsh. All right, I'll forgive you if you can endure a single bite. This was your own doing, if you'll recall. I still don't believe you have anything to atone for. Wait, how are you enjoying this so much? I made certain it was incredibly spicy.
I love spicy food.
You do? Father told me you couldn't stand it. Perhaps I misheard him.
Oh, it's so yummy! I can't stop eating! But this is definitely not a punishment. It's more like a reward. I love eating this food so much, but I hate not making amends for the past!
No matter. If she enjoys it, so much the better. She is genuinely moved to tears. Your atonement ends here, Lady Veyle.
What? No, this can't be it. I'll stop eating this incredible food. I will!
No, please finish it. Don't let it go to waste. Seeing you in pain is not going to bring me any closure, you know. If anything, I think seeing you happy is more likely to do it.
Hi, Nel. I'm sorry about before. I should have realized you might not see me as a sister. I was thinking it might help if we spent a little time together. I brought us something to eat.
A shared meal seems a fine way for us to kindle our friendship.
Great. I hope you don't mind if it's spicy.
I happen to enjoy a great deal of heat and salt in my food.
Oh, good. In that case, you're definitely going to enjoy this. I feel like everything's tasted better since I got here. I love sitting down to eat with everyone.
They have been very kind to me as well, even though I am a stranger from another world.
They're very welcoming. As a fellow Fell Dragon daughter, I want to do my part to welcome you here as well.
Thank you.
You said Brafal has been your only sibling for a long time. Hasn't that been lonely?
Certainly. I have felt the loss of each of my siblings over the years. I always wished that we could have been closer. But so much of our time was spent on survival. That meant envy and exploitation and betrayal. At times, it meant violence.
That's horrible.
That is why I am truly grateful to have the opportunity to spend time with you in peace. But it is also why the thought of accepting you as my sibling is accompanied by caution. For me, that type of relationship has been fraught with rivalry and with fear.
Does that mean you're afraid of me?
I do not feel threatened, because we are not siblings. We were never supposed to have met. Since we are free to define our relationship as we like, I would prefer to think of us as friends.
I see. Thank you for being honest with me about your feelings, Nel. I'd like to do this again sometime, if it's all right with you.
Lady Veyle seems safe enough. For the time being, anyway. I must not be noticed following her. I will stay back and observe without being seen. I cannot imagine explaining to Marnie that I allowed harm to befall Lady Veyle.
Mauvier, I see you following me.
Lady Veyle?
So you don't think I can take care of myself? Is that what this is?
No. Or rather, yes. I mean, I know you are very capable, but I also worry. It is my duty as a knight to keep you safe.
You're not just a knight. You're also my friend. Instead of worrying about me, try trusting me.
A friend? I did not know. If that is the case, please tell me why you walk through town alone. As your friend, I am concerned for your safety. I want to understand why you would do that.
I do it to atone for my sins. A lot of people were hurt because of me. I need to find something good I can do for this town.
Lady Veyle, since that is the case, it is important that I be by your side. As one of the four hounds, I also committed sins for which I must atone. You are not alone in your feelings, or your goal.
You have such a good heart, Mauvier, and I'm lucky to have you as a friend. So, will you help me? Can we find something good to do for this town together?
Of course, Lady Veyle.
Madeline, I'm sorry for getting so emotional the last time we spoke.
No need to apologize, Lady Veyle. I just hope that you're all right.
I am. But I want to talk to you about something.
Certainly. It would be my privilege to hear what you have to say.
Thank you. You see, it's about a knight named Marnie. Someone you resemble. When I was fighting against the Divine Dragon, I was under the spell of an enchanted helmet. Marnie tried to break this helmet, and she managed to put a crack in it. Thanks to that brave act, I regained my senses. I feel that I owe her my life.
Just the sort of courageous act I'd expect from one of your knights.
Yes. But because of it, Marnie was killed.
What?
She gave her life for mine. And I didn't have a chance to thank her or say goodbye. I know that you're not her. But I still wanted to explain my feelings.
I see. You're right. I'm not Marnie. But I believe I know how she felt. A knight's duty is to lay down her life for those she serves. For you, I am sure she did it gladly. And what a wonderful knight that makes her, to have fulfilled her purpose.
Wait, don't you see? It was my fault she died.
Forgive me if I am overstepping, but given the chance, I doubt she'd do anything differently.
Huh?
In her situation, having carried out my duty as a knight, I would have no regrets, and I would feel great pride to be remembered with such fondness.
I hope so. You're very kind, Madeline. You know, if Marnie were alive, I think she'd be a knight like you.
I take that as a high compliment.
Hortensia?
I'm not sure I can be any clearer about how little I want to see or talk to you.
Please, let me say one more thing. There's a story I want to tell you. It's about my mother. You see, she was just a regular dragon, but she was also the Fell Dragon's mate. Humans hated her for it, and persecuted her. She died. When I didn't age, the humans knew what I was. And they persecuted me too. It was terrible. So, being a Fell Dragon has given me nothing, and it has taken everything.
I get it. You've lost family too. Is that all you had to say to me?
Yes. I'm sorry I tried to force our friendship. I did a horrible thing to you. It was too much to ask. Goodbye, Hortensia.
Wait.
Huh?
I'm sorry for being so harsh to you. I didn't know about all that. I was inconsiderate. That's all. You can go.
Okay. And thank you for listening to my story.
Whew.
I told her I couldn't do it. I told her I wasn't ready to ride a wolf all by myself. What was she thinking?
Was that fun? Or was that fun?
I thought I was going to die!
I thought you would too. Nearly went right over that cliff.
I didn't know how to turn, and I didn't know how until I was already riding.
Well, you made it. All you needed was a little effort and a positive attitude.
All I needed was a miracle.
But hey, really cleared your mind, huh?
I mean, I was so scared I couldn't actually think. So, yes?
Good. You're learning. The biggest thrills in life always involve a little fear.
I'm sure you're right, Timerra. It is good to do things that make us uncomfortable.
Exactly! Now, come on! Round 2!
What? Round 2? Must I?
Hey, Louis. There's something I wanted to ask you.
And what might that be, good night?
Why are you trying to get close to me? You've been watching me for a while, and you threw me off balance with your story idea. Have you ever encountered a spy? The best ones use fast talk to steal information. They carefully cultivate a sense of trust, then strike while their target's guard is down. We're allies, but you're still a soldier from Firene. I have to wonder.
Very impressive, Jade.
So my hunch was right.
Oh no, it was wide off the mark. I am no spy.
Huh?
What I found impressive was your imagination. It takes a deep wellspring of inventiveness and a way with words to pen such captivating stories.
Don't dodge the question. Why were you watching me earlier?
Why, because I wanted to get to know you.
That's all?
It is indeed that simple. I observed you only in order to hit upon a suitable conversation starter. I see it as crucial that we connect. We come from disparate countries with different values. Yet we must put these differences aside and risk our lives daily in combat together. In order to facilitate this, it is vital that we come to understand one another.
That does make sense. It would be better for us to understand and trust each other out there.
Just so. These bonds we make now will last, even after the war.
I apologize for assuming your intentions, Louis. I could spare some time to get to know you a bit better.
In that case, shall we sit and chat over a pot of my favorite tea?
I'd like that, Louis. As long as I can take notes on awkward conversation for my book.
Shall we observe some more lovely scenes today, Chloe?
Sure, Louis. Here's hoping we can spot a really dashing one.
Ah, yes. I have this for you, if you wish.
You brought me dried fish? I've never seen any quite this color. All those blues and greens and yellows. Hard to believe it's really food, huh?
I'm told it's quite rare and not often found at market. That's the sort of folk food you prefer, yes? Take it in case you feel peckish.
Thanks, Louis. It looks great. I'm always eager to try something new. But I don't think I ever mentioned to you my love for folk foods.
Oh, Chloe. I've spent too much time observing you not to be an expert on the subject by now.
You're an odd one, Louis. But then, I'm not one to talk.
What do you mean?
I got you some dried grapes. I hope you like them.
Why, thank you, Chloe. Grapes are my favorite, you know.
I do know. I've been watching you too.
You've been watching me?
Just like you've been watching me. No matter who you're with, Louis, it always looks like something out of a fairy tale.
Turnabout is fair play, it seems.
We know a lot about each other at this point. What a way to get to know someone.
Isn't it, though? Some might call it odd that I learned your preferences via observation rather than asking.
Not me. It makes perfect sense, given our shared love for people watching.
I suppose you're right.
Well, if we both have our favorite snacks, is it time to go?
Quite so. I think it's going to be another lovely day, my friend.
Oh, wow. This tea takes me back. Something about the taste, the smell. It's so familiar.
That is because I looked into what sorts of teas are popular around your hometown.
That explains it. But why go to the trouble? It's not like this tea is anything special compared to what you can get in Firene.
You carry with you painful memories that never fade, though you dearly wish they would. I have seen you struggle with these memories time and time again. Now, I cannot banish them for you. I haven't that sort of power. I suspect that no one does. But lately, I had a thought. Painful memories are not the only ones that can be tenacious.
I see what you're getting at. And you might be onto something. As soon as I tasted this tea, so many memories came rushing back. A field my friend and I raced through. The trees we sat under to talk and trade dreams. My father sailing off to fish. My mother's face while cooking dinner. 3 of us at the table. Happy times. I'd almost forgotten them, but they've always been there, haven't they?
Just so.
Maybe that's what I'll dream tonight. If I do, it'll be thanks to you.
I am glad to have been of service.
Something else to think about, Louis. These happy memories we've made together will stick with me forever, too.
I believe my memories of you will be equally long-lasting, Saphir.
Jade, I finished my first draft. Care to give it a read? It's titled, The Extra Adventures of Amber, the Deliberate Dummy.
You actually wrote it? Yes, of course, Prince Diamant. I would love to read it. This is pretty funny. However...
Be honest. Don't hold back.
These pages might benefit from a few more gags. If you revise this scene just a bit...
What would you change?
If I were writing it, I'd have all of the alpaca's wool explode off its body. And then, just as Amber composes himself, its wool grows back in a flash, silky and smooth. Amber tries to mount his alpaca, but its wool is so smooth that he slips. No, shoots right off. As Amber soars through the air and over the horizon, his alpaca wistfully spits at the ground.
That's perfect! Your version flows much better.
Thank you. But the larger framework of your story is quite good, Prince Diamant. I'd love to give you further notes once you have your second draft ready.
No, I'm done.
Huh? Why did you crumple your draft?
It served its purpose. Sounds like your new book is well on its way.
My new book?
Sure. Your silky smooth wool idea was superb. I trust you'll pick things up from there.
Wait, were you just trying to lift me out of my slump? By kicking off a first draft for me?
Are you suggesting that I wrote a weak draft on purpose? I'm not that clever. I gave it my best effort. My jokes just couldn't stand against those of a true artist.
Prince Diamant, you may deny that was your plan, but thank you.
All right, almost time to get back to work. Don't worry about tonight's watch, Jade. I can handle it myself.
But
you've been fighting extra hard lately. I'm sure that contributed to your slump. Get some rest, and whenever that book is ready, let me know. Nothing relaxes me like laughing at your writing.
Understood. Thank you very much. As long as I'm your retainer, Prince Diamant, I vow to protect every bone in your body, especially the funny one.
I come from Pale Sands, which is located on Solm's northeastern frontier. My home is not commonly visited by outsiders. Its culture is precious and unique.
What was different about it? Any examples come to mind?
My clothing, for a start. It must seem different to your eye. Our architecture as well. You will not see finer woodworking anywhere. We also worship differently. We do not revere divine or fell dragons. We have other dragons. They are long and lithe. I have not seen them in other countries.
Interesting. I'd like to see that myself.
I can show you pictures and scrolls. But you must agree to another duel with me.
We haven't had our first duel yet. Now, let me get through all of my questions. What can you tell me about your family?
Apart from my parents, I have one younger brother and one younger sister.
Ah, you're the firstborn then?
Yes. It was my parents' intention for me to carry on our family's legacy. I was unable to do this, however. I could not bear to live all of my days without ever knowing the world at large.
Oh?
Yes. It was for that reason I decided to leave. I left written words behind to explain my intentions, and to ask them not to look for me. And so I left. And here I am.
That's an amazing backstory, Kagetsu. Your life is like an adventure novel that writes itself.
We each have our stories. Now, will you indulge me in that duel?
Sure. I'm out of questions, and a deal is a deal, so I'm ready when you are.
Prince Fogado, look at this. I put the finishing touches on my rogue repelling device. I call it Fogado Mark II.
It's a dummy. That looks like me.
Exactly. Turned out well, don't you think?
Actually, yeah. In silhouette, it bears quite a resemblance.
Doesn't it?
You made all this from random scraps of trash? I'll admit, I'm impressed.
I couldn't have done it without your help collecting materials. It did take a couple tries to get right. My original prototype actually exploded.
I see. So, you're going to set this handsome, possibly explosive fella up at the Oasis?
Exactly. But It wouldn't be very effective if it just stood there stone still. So...
Hold up. Did it just...
Yep. It moves with the wind. Nifty, right?
Yeah, very nifty. As much as I admire the craftsmanship, do you really think this will scare off rogues?
In the right light, I think it will be quite intimidating.
Ooh, but if they get close enough, they'll see that it's not real.
Come to think of it, you may have a point. It's based on effigies in my hometown used to scare bears. I've never tested it on people.
You know what? It's worth a shot. I can't say I have any better ideas.
All right, then. Hopefully it does the trick.
That was terribly close. Kagetsu, what happened? Was it misfortune? Was the card right?
I did not realize. There were bear dens near my training ground.
But there's not a mark on you. You seem perfectly fine. What a relief. I suppose my divination was wrong.
No. It was right.
What?
I was prepared for misfortune. As soon as one bear came toward me, I quickly fled. Without your prediction, I would have trained as normal and failed to notice until too late.
So, my fortune-telling saved you?
Indeed, Seadall. It saved my life. Thank you.
No. Thank you, Kagetsu. This has given me more confidence in my divination skills.
Good. Phew. This rubbing elbows with death has made me hungry. Just now, I caught some glimpse of you and I sitting down to eat.
I'm sure your premonition is right. In fact, I bet your vision showed us eating sandwiches.
Meat between two breads? How did you know?
Well, as it happens, I had just decided to treat you to a meal.
Oh, this gives me another vision. One in which our friendship blooms.
No need for divination there. We're already friends.
Seadall? I'd like to apologize once more for our conversation the other day. I really should have considered your feelings before asking about your past.
It didn't bother me, and you didn't do anything wrong.
I've been thinking about your stories since then. I had assumed the caravan lifestyle was all fun and games. But that's not true, is it?
No. Fun isn't the right word. That life can be brutal beyond compare. I watched friends die during raids. And worse.
There must have been so many hardships. And yet I assumed it was a life of leisure. If I had looked past my own desires for even a moment before speaking. I really am sorry.
Oh, Prince Alcryst. Like I said, you've done nothing wrong. Yes, bad things happened while I was traveling with the caravan. But good things happened too. Many more good things. The caravan was my family and my home. I count myself lucky to have lived that life.
I'm very glad to hear that.
So please, do not hesitate. Ask as many questions as you like. Ask me about the strange and wonderful foods I tasted for the first time at the border village, or about the morning sun I watched set the sky on fire as it rose over the desert oasis. There are so many questions I hope you ask, and so many stories I hope to tell you.
Your tales mesmerize me, Seadall. I can't wait to get lost in them again. Please, tell me a new one, and another after that. Tell me stories until the break of dawn.
With pleasure, Prince Alcryst.
Yikes! Seadall, what's with the shouting?
This was not part of the deal, Princess Timerra. You're breaking your promise.
Yeah, no. I'm drawing a blank here.
The deal was you wouldn't cook your roast meat specialties around me. Look at this. Smell this. Your dishes have far more flavor than any dish should. You promised.
Oh, that does ring a bell now that you mention it. Something about big flavors being a big distraction? My roasts, most of all?
You swore you wouldn't cook your dishes near me. Yet here you are. You and your meat. Everything I eat is carefully chosen to guide my dancing. Now, I want to stuff that in my mouth.
Oh, sure. Have at it.
Ah, Spirit of the Cards, cast your divine light and show me how to defeat this demon's trap.
Demon? I was trying to be polite. If it bothers you that much, why not go away and let me eat in peace?
Oh, I'll leave all right. I'll go far, far, far away. I will beat this trial, you'll see. Moon and stars, I beg of you. Keep me from this meaty temptation.
Yeesh. That was weird.
Well, well, I landed that finishing blow beautifully if I do say so myself. Still, more practice is in order. Perfection is the only option on the battlefield. Ah! Whoa, what the? Ah!
Oh no, Merrin! Are you okay?
Chloe, how long have you been watching me?
Quite a while now. I would have said something sooner, but I didn't want to interrupt your training.
I wish you hadn't seen me looking so uncool. Knights never make such sloppy mistakes in fairy tales. I'm sure you're disenchanted now.
Oh, it's okay, Merrin. Uh-oh, you scraped your forehead. Let's get that taken care of.
I feel so pathetic.
It was just one silly mistake. Don't beat yourself up over it. When I think about you, I think about how hard you work, not about how you messed up once. You're still a gallant knight from a fairy tale in my eyes.
Chloe, thank you.
Besides, I said I'd take care of you, didn't I?
You did. Though, this isn't quite the same as an upset stomach. But perhaps messing up isn't so bad. Especially if someone like you ends up taking care of me.
Prince Diamant, I wanted to apologize for earlier.
What do you mean?
I failed to thank you properly, both for your discretion and for the gem you gave me. Please let me make amends by expressing my gratitude now. Thank you.
Oh, please don't worry about that. Brodia has a lot to answer for. Offering a token like that gem is the least I can do.
It's true, Brodia has invaded our lands many times. I often wonder how my people would have fared without that suffering and bloodshed.
I'm not surprised. That's why you don't owe me any gratitude. I hope you understand.
But you stepped in to help me. One person to another, in accordance with your values. That is why, in accordance with my values, I want to thank you.
I see. If that's how you truly feel, Princess Ivy, then I accept your gratitude.
It's all too easy for one individual to give a simple thank you to another. Apologies are much the same. It is when kingdoms are involved that it gets complicated.
That's true. My father was focused on our kingdom's affairs when he began expanding our territory by force. That singular focus is how things have always been done in Brodia. But that needs to change.
What do you mean?
My father is no longer here, but his influence remains. Change will take time, if there's an easier way. I haven't found it yet. I often wonder if I'm ready to be king.
I know exactly how you feel.
I apologize. I didn't mean to unload like that.
No, I understand. I'm actually relieved to hear that you have the same concerns I do. I am much more hopeful now for that future when you and I are king and queen.
We meet again, little prince. Perhaps you will indulge me in conversation once more.
It would be my pleasure.
Your talk of Brodia piqued my interest. I wished to know more about your kingdom, so I took it upon myself to travel to the castle town and gather information.
You went all the way to Brodia Castle?
For a dragon, it is not far. Discretion was the greater challenge, but I did go unnoticed.
I'll take your word for it. What did you learn?
I heard much talk of the young Prince Diamant, who will someday become a splendid king. There seemed to be little doubt that his reign would be even greater than his father's. Perhaps it is strange for me to say, but it pleased me very much to hear these things.
Thank you, Lady Nel. But I really can't accept the compliment.
Explain.
It's nice to hear I have a good reputation, but imagine for argument's sake that I don't. Suppose that all you heard in your time at the castle was what a terrible king I'd make. If that was what everyone was saying, would you accept the rumor without question?
Certainly not. And I suppose you intend to say that such rumors cannot be assumed true.
Exactly. If you want to judge whether I'd be a good king, you should do it with your own eyes.
You are right. It was careless of me to make such an assumption.
I know you were only trying to be nice. I hope I didn't offend.
I took no offense. And what you said was precisely correct. But since you suggested it, I have indeed decided to take the measure of you myself. So be advised. These eyes will judge whether you have the makings of a worthy king.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Until then, Lady Nel, I will be sure to put my best foot forward. Saphir, any chance I can talk you into that sparring match today?
My stance hasn't changed, Prince Diamant. I don't feel ready.
Even if you don't think you're ready, I'd still like to test your current skills.
If you insist, it'd be rude to turn you away. But if I win, will you hear me out on something?
If you'd rather just chat, we don't need to spar.
I don't want to discuss this unless I win. Wouldn't feel right.
Interesting. It's a deal, then. You actually beat me. I knew you were strong, but I clearly underestimated you. All right, a deal is a deal. What did you want to talk about?
Right. Okay. When I was a child, Elusia attacked and destroyed my home village. I survived basically by luck. My parents, my friends, they were all killed. There was nothing I could do. I was powerless. That feeling haunts me to this day. It makes me want to scream and tear my heart out.
I felt a similar kind of pain myself.
That pain is why I train the way I do. Only strength can free me from it.
It's royals like me who declare wars, but the citizens and soldiers are the ones who suffer. Your training may keep innocent Brodians safe someday. That's the greater meaning behind it.
Thank you, Prince Diamant. It does feel good to get that off my chest. I'm going to overcome this weakness, no matter what it takes.
Prince Diamant, I must see your skill. Let us duel.
A duel? Sounds like fun. I don't believe we've had a proper sparring match yet, have we?
You are easy to convince. Good.
You like to train, right? I have a pretty rigorous routine myself. I just got done sprinting up and over 3 local mountains. A duel sounds like a nice cooldown.
Mountains? 3 mountains?
All right, Kagetsu. Give me everything you've got.
I cannot.
What? Why?
Much as I long to challenge you, it would not do to face you in this state. It would not be satisfying to win merely because you are tired.
So you won't challenge me unless I'm fresh out of bed? A win is a win, so let's duel.
No, I cannot allow it. I have been raised to prize honor above victory. That is my homeland's way. Win or lose, it is essential to uphold standards of dignity and fairness. We must be like cherry blossoms, blooming only at appropriate times.
Ah, I see. That is an admirable philosophy. Let's consider our duel postponed.
Thank you. I know it was I who extended this invitation. I appreciate your understanding.
I'll make sure I'm rested and at full strength next time. I won't hold anything back.
Excellent. I look forward to this fine contest.
Yes, this ought to be perfect. It's exactly as I envisioned it.
What are you looking at? You seem so excited. Is this some sort of new training?
Ah! Oh, Gregory! Practicing your stealth approach, I take it. Good technique.
Thanks. So, what is that? A pile of dust?
Excuse me? It's a sheep plushie. I've never made a toy before, so I suppose it's not much good.
Oh, a stuffed toy. I think I see it now. Yeah, it looks great. So, is it a gift for someone?
Well, I heard you like things that are soft and cuddly.
Wait. It's for me?
That was the idea, yes. But perhaps I'll keep this little one for myself. A dust bunny isn't a very becoming gift from a knight. I'll just give it a home on my bed.
Gimme! It's perfect, Madeline. I'd love to have it, please. I'm sorry I insulted it at first. This sheep is truly all I ever wanted.
All right. Goodness. Here, take it.
Thank you. This is amazing. It's so soft and fluffy. I've never been this happy before. But why did you make it for me? I didn't do anything to deserve it.
Because you said you always wanted stuffed animals when you were little.
Huh?
Obviously, I can't go back in time and give this gift to little Gregory, but I can at least show some love to the Gregory standing in front of me. Your companions in the Four Winds, we love you. As do your friends here. You are loved. Even if that love came a little later than it should have. I wanted to express that somehow. So, I made you a gift.
I don't know what to say. I had thought I was jealous of everyone else for growing up with loving families. But even if my parents didn't love me, I have friends who do. And who show that love.
Exactly. And that dust bunny you've got proves it.
This is no mere dust bunny. This is the cutest fluffy sheep to ever floof. I appreciate this so much. I can feel my younger self smiling. Thank you, Madeline. I'll always treasure this. I'd love to know what you like as well. I want to repay this heartfelt gift with my own.
I can't wait.
Might I tell you an old story?
Depends. How old are we talking?
The story is from before you joined us, back when our divine dragon was still alive.
Oh, well, that's real ancient history.
I was on a scouting mission at Givre Port in Elusia when I spotted some of the corrupted. I was alone, but I couldn't ignore the threat, so I charged in. Incredibly reckless in retrospect. They overwhelmed me. It was too late to get away. I realized I was probably going to die. That's when a lone figure came out of nowhere and started fighting to protect me.
You don't mean...
I remember what he said. This is when you run away. What will you do if you get hurt here?
I did say that, huh? It's been so long, I'd completely forgotten.
You may be timid, but you risked your life to save me. I don't understand it, even to this day.
I guess... when I saw you there, all I could think was that I needed to try saving you. I was surrounded by people who hurt me when I was young. No one ever came to help. I kept praying that someone would save me. But it went unanswered. Since I knew that pain, well, it was unthinkable not to try and help you.
I was so relieved. You were a ray of sunlight cutting through my shroud of despair.
Was I really that good? I mean, Don't get me wrong, it's nice to hear you say that. But even when I ran in, I didn't think we could win. I figured we'd both have to run away.
Well, thanks to you, I lived to fight another day. More importantly, I knew I'd found a friend I could trust to watch my back. That's why I invited you to fight alongside us in Lithos right then and there. You were so scared of the invitation. You panicked and turned me down repeatedly.
But you were persistent. You always get your way. I was surprised you even wanted to talk to someone like me. You had no clue who I was.
You charged into a dangerous situation to help me. How could I not trust you? Seeing that you were willing to risk your life for a complete stranger gave me so much hope.
Well, looks like my one day of bravery was also the start of something big, huh?
Exactly. Do you see now that you're not running away?
Why, Lord Rafal! Today must be my lucky day. Isn't the weather great? I could take a nap right here. If it wasn't the middle of a battlefield.
Your enthusiasm is bewildering, and your overtures of friendship are misplaced.
Who says I'm trying to be your friend? Maybe the Divine Dragon wants me to chaperone you.
You chaperone me? Huh.
I mean, why not? You may be powerful, but you have the habit of letting that get to your head. Maybe having a cool, intellectual type like me by your side will help balance you out.
When I require the services of a spineless, sniveling coward, I will be sure to...
Look out!
What the...
You always have to be wary of an ambush on the battlefield, Lord Rafal.
How dare the corrupted loose an arrow in my direction?
It's rather shocking. But given that I just saved your life, I'd say you need me as a chaperone.
Do not patronize me. I am more than capable of fighting this battle without your supervision.
Sure you are. Never said you weren't.
What is it? If it will help you wipe that look off your face, then by all means, spit it out.
Nothing. Nothing at all. I was just thinking about how strong you are.
Indeed, you would do well to remember that. My power will be what decides this battle, and it will do so far more effectively if you keep quiet and out of the way.
As great as it sounds to just stand aside and avoid all conflict, if I stop watching you and you get killed, I could never look the Divine Dragon in the eye again.
If you insist, then so be it. But mind your place and keep up, lest you be left behind.
But of course, I will do as you say, my former master. Say, Mauvier, even though we're talking, I don't really feel like you trust me.
If that is so, it is unintentional on my part.
Oh, okay. Well, I still thought you should know that I took over for Mauvier in my old world. That's how much you trusted me. I mean, not you, but the you back there.
I believe you, and you do seem like someone I could potentially trust with my life.
What was the me in this world like? You were in the Four Hounds together, right?
Are you sure you want to know?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a little unfair to know nothing about him. I told you about my Mauvier.
Yes, you did. With a great deal of emotion. Very well, if you insist. But I warn you, the tale is not a pleasant one. You should steel yourself.
If you're trying to scare me...
What I am about to say has not been confirmed directly by him, but it is the truth as I know it. Your counterpart, abandoned by his parents, was taken in by a church of the Fell Dragon.
Okay, so far, same as me.
Unlike you, he discovered early on that he enjoyed pain, receiving and inflicting. Rumors suggest he considered his own pain to be spiritual, an offering to the Fell Dragon. It was that fanaticism that earned him Zephyr's attention, and an invitation to the Four Hounds. In those days, I hear he was almost incapable of ordinary conversation. A complete pariah.
I can see why. Who would want to be friends with someone who liked pain? What about the four hounds? How did they get along?
Not well. Our tenuous bonds were shattered by the death of one person.
The death of one person? Was it me? Or Zélestia? Madeline?
Marnie, this world's Madeline, was killed by your and Zélestia's counterparts.
What?
They called her death a waste. They laughed over it. I could not forgive them, so I defected. When I look at you, I see his face. Perhaps that is why I have been unable to trust you fully.
I can't blame you. If he did something that horrible... Well, I understand your attitude now. Sorry. I'll stop bothering you. Thanks, Thanks for talking to me.
Are you on break as well? Do you mind if I join you?
By all means.
Thank you.
You are staring at me.
I apologize. It's just so wonderful to be able to spend time with you like this.
Is it?
Don't worry, I'm not confusing you for the Mauvier I knew before. It's just really nice to spend time with a new friend.
I see. Even so, I will admit to some curiosity. What was my analog like?
The Mauvier I knew was the one who started the Four Winds. He was a stickler at times, but he was kind and strong. A remarkable second-in-command.
He was in a position of authority then.
Yes. As founder, he could have made himself the leader, but he insisted that I take that role. Although there were times he took charge, like when I would forget to eat regular meals. He would sometimes scold me too. Sit down and eat properly.
It seems you had a good relationship. If only I could say the same.
Oh?
No matter. Thank you for indulging me.
Do you know my counterpart from this world very well?
Not very well, but I do know her.
I'd like to hear about her sometime.
If you insist.
Merrin, do I have your permission to issue my challenge to Princess Timerra yet?
Please, you'll never have my permission.
Truly? I am greatly vexed. Still, I am in your debt, Merrin. Out of respect, I will wait until you change your mind.
You're very aggravating, you know that? Why must you insist on fighting my princess?
I have journeyed far from Pale Sands in search of strong opponents to face in battle.
Veyle Sands? You mean the remote region in Solm? The one shrouded in mystery?
To me, it is everything outside of Pale Sands that is shrouded in mystery. That is why I set out on my journey, to explore the strange world outside my home. I have met many strong opponents in my travels. I have also seen how each country's customs, culture, and history inform its fighters. This is why I seek a duel with Princess Timerra. I wish to learn more about Solm.
So that's what this is all about. In that case, I will fight you.
You?
I am a royal knight, and a capable one at that. Do you doubt I'd make a worthy opponent?
I do not doubt it. But, should I defeat you, I will challenge Princess Timerra next. Do you have any objections?
Fine by me. But just a heads up, you will not defeat me.
Your confidence is delightful. Come then, show me what you can do.
Is it true, Princess Ivy, you worship the divine dragon? But all of Elusia worships the fell dragon.
It is true. Every worshipper of the fell dragon that I knew was a poisonous liar and schemer. So I chose to rebel, and instead prayed to the divine dragon. In private, of course.
You had a considerable amount of courage for a young princess.
Thinking back on it, perhaps I did. You are also from Elusia, are you not? Do you worship the fell dragon?
I was born in Firene. When I was young, my father fell ill and died. Afterward, my mother and I traveled to Elusia. Mother's prayers to the divine dragon hadn't saved father. We changed deities as a result.
Ah, and how is your mother now?
My mother died soon after we began our new lives. I was raised in a church in Elusia, alongside the other orphans.
I didn't realize. I'm so sorry.
I have nothing to hide. I was educated by fell dragon believers, but I cannot say I was ever truly devoted. As with my mother, I found that my deity was not interested in me or my desires for peace.
I see. So you were surrounded by the fell dragon's followers, yet you chose not to follow.
I have rarely admitted such to anyone else, but yes, I suppose we are similar in that way.
Quite. I wonder what else we might have in common.
Lapis? I want to apologize for making that vow the other day.
Oh, but Prince Alcryst, please, don't worry about it. I should apologize for trying to tell you what you're allowed to say.
You did nothing wrong. It was my mistake. I didn't consider how my words would make you feel. However, there is one thing I'll stand by. I really do think that you're an amazing person, Lapis.
That's not... I'm really not that amazing.
You are. I know that you are. I know that you always send part of your pay back home to support your family. I also know you spend your free time subduing dangerous beasts that enter the area.
How did you find out about...
You're so much more valuable to this world than I am, Lapis. That's why
That's why you keep saying that you should be protecting me. Oh, Prince Alcryst, you have no idea. It breaks my heart to hear you talk like this. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Wow. I really am useless. I can't even let a close retainer know how much I appreciate her without upsetting her. I'm unfit to be anyone's master.
Hey, Lady Anna. Can I talk to you for a minute? Oh, Princess Hortensia! How'd it go with that perfume? Ready to place a full order yet? I've decided not to buy any, actually. Huh? Did it not work? Oh no, it worked great. My whole look came together. I was the center of attention. Even so, the perfume's not for me. But why? You seemed like you had your heart set on being popular. I love wearing makeup and perfume, but I think I'll steer clear of the enchanted stuff. Magic is a shortcut. I want people to be wowed by my cuteness and charm, not by a gimmick. Oh, sorry, Princess Hortensia. I guess I pitched you the wrong product. No, it was exactly what I needed at the time. I wouldn't have realized how I felt otherwise. Really, I'm nothing but grateful. Whoa. You're more amazing to me now than when you were wearing that perfume. Aw, thanks. From now on, my charm is gonna be just that. No quick fixes, all me. And I'm gonna keep building my business until I'm the #1 merchant in the world. Sounds like a plan, young lady. On that note, do you want to have another look at my non-magical beauty line? Beauty products or otherwise, I've got all the tools you need in your quest for popularity. Go on, you smooth talker.
The fruit I purchased from you was tasty.
It's Lady Anna, not Anna. Address me properly or take a hike.
Lady Anna, I would like to buy another piece of fruit, if I may.
You sure may, but give me a minute while I say my prayers first.
Prayers? I did not know you to be religious.
Oh no, I'm not the least bit religious, but I do pray sometimes.
I do not understand.
How do I explain this? Well, I'm about to pray right now, so just watch me.
Fine then. Please, go ahead.
Please. All I want is for my products to sell well again today. For my customers to be satisfied, even happy, at least for a little while. I ask that they remember me the next time they need something. That should do it. So yeah, that's the kind of thing I always pray for.
Huh.
What's up?
I admit that I had written you off as a small-time scam artist. I never imagined you prayed with such passion. And I am embarrassed to admit that I looked down on you, Lady Anna. I must apologize.
Oh, no need for all that. Come on, let's see about that fruit, huh?
Every last piece of equipment has been inspected. Time for a break, I think.
Yes, you certainly deserve one.
Since you organized everything beforehand, the work went rather quickly. Really, that was a tremendous help. Well done.
I'm just happy to be of service.
Dividing the items by size and type was a smart touch. You have a mind for logistics, and it must have been no mean feat sorting such a large stockpile. Your efforts are noted.
It was nothing, really. I just... Oh, dear. I don't know how to say this, so I'll just come out with it.
Is something the matter?
You seem to praise me a lot. I appreciate the recognition, but as I've said, it's really not needed.
Right. You did say that, didn't you?
I may be imagining things, but when you praise me, it feels as if you're praising someone else. So, it's true then. You're not praising me. Not really. I am no one else's stand-in, Mauvier.
Right you are. Apologies. Without meaning to, I was conflating you with someone else. I suppose I wanted to give her what I had failed to offer before. Nonsensical as that may seem.
Her?
In any case, I apologize. I will endeavor to make it up to you. In time. Excuse me.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. After all, he's not alone in conflating one person with another. I am too. Now I understand why Lady Nel treated the Divine Dragon so coldly. I should try to see this Mauvier as the person he is, not the person he reminds me of.
Something smells sweet. Louis, are you hiding tasty treats?
I have some grapes, my hometown specialty. Please, try a few if you'd like.
You're writing instead of meditating today. What are you writing? A letter? Ooh, or a diary?
This is a story. I usually do it at night, but I thought writing outside would be a nice change.
You often fight recklessly. If you keep that up, I will pull you from the front lines.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better next time. Please let me keep fighting. I want to be useful.
Losing you would admittedly be a disadvantage, so learn how to control yourself quickly.
I lose track of time when I'm talking to you. I just never want the moment to end.
Me too. Me too. I feel exactly the same way. There's still so much I'd like to talk about.
Your dancing is passionate, but delicate. It reminds me of a performance I saw in Nor.
So, you had theater in your country. Do you consider yourself a good dancer, Camilla?
I'm not bad. A younger sister of mine, a great singer, was even better.
Tell me about her as we dance. You may be an emblem, but I think we can still dance together.
You can do fortune-telling, right, Seadall? Could you tell my fortune?
But of course. L'étoile in the upright position. Your honest heart will lead to a bright future.
Wow, there's a bad scar on your left arm. Did you injure it in battle? Does it still hurt?
This. I got it when I failed using fire magic at a young age. Honestly, I am still terrible at it. It still hurts sometimes, but I am in no danger from it. It's kind of you to worry about me, Tiki.
Oh, but it must be distracting if it hurts even a little. Pain, pain, go away.
Is everything okay? You don't seem to be your usual cheerful self. Are you tired or hungry?
No. I was thinking about a dream I used to have where I turned into a beast and hurt people. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. Not when I have all my friends around me like you.
That's right. You're not alone anymore, and we aren't going anywhere. So you can rest easy. I swear, your expression never changes, even when you're fighting. Sorry, that was rude.
It's all right. I hear that quite often.
You're a mage dragon, aren't you, Zélestia? Would you like to be my friend?
Of course I would. I never had much chance to learn about you in our original world.
When we finally have peace, I plan to travel. My dream is to see animals no one has seen before. I've traveled some, of course, but there's still so much to see. Sir Leaf, what do you dream of?
I suppose I dream of seeing my hometown flourishing and at peace. But that is my dream as a king. Perhaps I should find my own personal dream, just as you have.
A divine dragon from another world. How fascinating. Would you tell me about yourself?
Happy to. You know, you seem very cool, so I'd like to hear about you too.
I used to think trust was hard to come by. But you have proven yourself to me time and again.
I'm glad to hear you trust me.
Thank you.
If you'll go on lending me your power, I promise to do all I can for both our countries.
I will always be there when you need me, Ivy. I swear it in Milla's name.
You seem not to mind that my nation worships the fell dragon. Are all divine dragons so kind?
I don't know about anyone else. All I know is I like you very much.
It seems you've been training in secret lately.
Training? Why on earth would I need to train? I have merely been exercising to kill time.
Not the most forthcoming, are you? You remind me of this archer I used to know.
If you have ample time to wag your chin, then you can afford to kill some of it with me.
Do you want to help me look after the shop? It's sure to be popular with both of us there. Me? Tend the shop? That sounds fun. If I get to do it with you, Lady Anna, then I want to try.
I would like to know more about you, Corin. I understand you have many siblings.
Oh, I'd love to tell you all about them, but you'll have to tell me some of your stories, too.
So your stone allows you to change into dragon form. Will you show me more of this ability?
I'd be happy to. My dragon form is pretty strong, though, so you'd better get ready.
I can't believe you'd talk to the likes of me. You really are great, Lady Tiki. I'm undeserving.
What do you mean? I enjoy talking to you. I want us to talk even more.
Who is the warrior who aids you in battle? He looks and fights the same as you.
That's my twin brother. He tells me he's impressed by your fighting skill.
I like talking to you, Mauvier. It's fun to tell you about all kinds of things.
There is no need for praise. I have simply enjoyed listening to your stories.
I want to care for hardworking girls like you. More so when they're courageous and heroic.
For a knight, working hard is a matter of course. My role is to do well in battle for my master.
That's true. You're a strong girl, Madeline. But sometimes it's okay to accept a little pampering.
It goes against my knightly spirit. Although I do like to be doted upon sometimes. Just a little. Lady Tiki, why do you put yourself on the line when you fight? There must be some reason.
I want to help end the fighting, so everyone can smile again.
You're always looking to be the strongest. What's behind that, I wonder?
Nothing but the obvious. I want to see how far I can go. You're the same way, aren't you, Saphir?
suppose I am. I like you, Ike. I feel like we understand each other. My village back home had some incredible fishing. Do you like seafood?
I do. I like all kinds of meat. Veggies, too. Now that I'm in Emblem, though, I never eat at all.
Odd. This looks very similar to Altea Castle.
Altea Castle. Is that a place in your world?
That's right. It's where I grew up. After it fell into enemy hands, my allies and I took it back.
You lost your home?
The Dolar Empire, led by the shadow dragon Medius, attacked. His forces overran the castle. The castle knights offered protection, and many soldiers fell while aiding my escape. On that day, I learned the true meaning of powerlessness. Allies like Princess Sita and the mercenary Ogma helped me retake my homeland. My people call me the Hero King, but I think the real heroes are those who helped me to win. That's why I fight. For all those who believed in me, I want to deliver on their hope.
I think I know what you mean. I want a future of peace with my friends and allies. That vision pushes me to be my best.
You have grown strong in your battles, and are more than worthy of their faith in you. Now they stand beside you, ready to share your burden. Your struggles are not yours alone.
My friends and family have brought me all this way. I owe them so much.
Keep those feelings close to your heart, and you are certain to overcome this trial.
Trial?
Battle me now. This is the trial bestowed upon you. Best me in combat to strengthen our bond. Win, and you will draw more power from me.
Let the battle begin. I'll show you I can overcome this or any trial.
I'd hate to embarrass myself fighting you, so don't expect this to be easy.
I will not falter.
I'll do it. Made quick work of that.
Let us be off. There is nothing to fear.
I'm listening.
All right.
Okay.
How mysterious.
Thanks.
Whatever you need.
Let's go. I can do this. Feel what I feel. An obstacle in need of removing.
I won't lose.
Give me a task.
I believe I am in the right.
Mediocre. You're so nice to me. An obstacle in need of removing.
I made a difference?
Sorry about that.
Laughable. A satisfying ending. Not half bad.
I won't let this go to my head.
Mediocre.
And they lived happily ever after.
Just meditating. A satisfying ending.
Thank you. An obstacle in need of removing.
I act as her knight.
Yeah. Your struggle has had an end.
Each battle, a chance to grow. Stay focused.
I'm ready for more orders.
The winds are victorious.
I won't waste this chance! Made quick work of that.
Such a shame. Simple enough.
I have been waiting for you. Do you believe you can best me?
Mediocre. I'm a glow.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
The winds are victorious.
I know it's too late, but sorry. Ha! Pain's gone! Was that too much?
Marth, do I really have to fight you? I don't want to hurt any of my friends.
I am of no consequence to you. This battle is about conquering oneself.
Conquering oneself. I understand. I must conquer the Veyle I used to be.
Now raise your chin. You are not alone anymore. Remember that and triumph.
Emblem Eternal!
Much has come to pass. Meetings, farewells, and reunions alike. How are you faring?
I could never put those feelings into words. So, I'll answer you with my weapon.
I would ask for nothing less.
Here I come!
Sleep now!
Engage blast!
You've grown strong. Excellent. I could sense the power of your hope and your strength as warriors. As I fought, I was reminded of an old friend. I first met the divine dragon Tiki in the midst of battle, much like this.
It's incredible that your world has a divine dragon in it too.
Yes. Like you, she fought for us humans. Tiki was placed into a very long sleep, in a temple where she would be kept safe. She woke and was incredibly lonely. Once we met, she said she wanted to stay with us. She called me Marmar, like a kid sister might. Human or dragon, we became friends for life.
Then she and I have something in common besides our species. You, Marth, who fights to end people's suffering. Like her, I'm happy to be close to such a hero.
Since our first meeting, I have felt the same.
I'm grateful to you. I've become stronger because you are with me. Having my friends by my side is what makes everything possible. I couldn't do this alone.
Then you understand. We will follow you always. Impressive!
Thank you.